Hello everyone. So today's date is 20th of June 2022, and today we will be learning about the basic of web applications. So let's go by simple definition of web application. Web application basically means an application program which usually runs on the remote server, and it can be accessed by the users with the use of different web browsers, such as normally we have a number of web browsers available like Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Firefox, and a lot more. A web application basically computer programs which can have a different data, and which runs with the help of web browsers, and which needs internet connectivity for its working, and it can be accessed by the any of user or any of organization. So let's see why we need web applications. Web application basically are required to connect with the globe, and to connect with any of information, to get any information related to your study or your work with the use of the globe or internet things. So basically a web application can contain any type of information or data, like your study material platforms, like online shopping platforms, any shopping e-carts or e-commerce websites, and a lot more. It means basically to get any information from the internet, you must have a web application there. So basically a web application can be of different types. So apart from this, web application basically includes the various informations which are necessary to share amongst the users. Now the application cannot it means if you are using web applications on the web browsers, we got to know about any data as we want. So let's now check how web application works inside. Whenever a user from its browser type some request or try to get some data from the server, that request then be transferred to the web server from the web browser, and then web server can have the database and can process on this request of the user. There are some queries or there are some databases available, and by processing the required process on the data, the required response will be got to the user. So this is how the flow of web applications happen. So usually web applications are only the computer programs which are stored on the remote server, so it doesn't require downloading. So there are a little bit different between the web application and a normal Android based applications or Windows based applications. So let's see what are the various ways of creating or generating or developing the applications or web applications. So usually different types of programming languages are used to create such type of web applications, like server side scripts or the various scripts such as PHP, ASP.NET. Nowadays very most popularly used languages for creating the web applications are HTML, CSS, JavaScript for the front end, and whereas in the back end or in the back side, the Java, Python, Ruby, and a lot more languages are used to create the web applications. So now we will check what are the various uses of web applications. So basically whenever you need to know about anything present in the world, and you are not connected directly with that thing, you can directly go to the Google and directly check or type your whatever question in your mind. So basically everything in the world has some data present on the Google, and that data is presented on the Google with the help of web applications. So everything has included in the web application. So there are a lot of things which are presented in the web applications. Web applications are created using these languages. So HTML, JavaScript languages are used there. Whereas if you talk about Java particularly, Java is most popularly used language when we are dealing with the web applications. What are the various benefits of using web applications? So basically, with the use of web application, we can connect with the globe. We can have various advantages to with the use of web application. We can got in any type of information which we require for our whole knowledge gaining or for our daily day-to-day works. We can connect with a lot of users at a time. So this is how web applications are being a part of most important part of our day-to-day life. Now let's understand how what are the disadvantages of web applications and what are the disadvantages of web application. By using web applications, we got to know about everything in the world. We can get access towards the newer technologies and new innovations going in around the world. We got to know about the various things happening in the world. So another advantage of web applications are we need not to download a particular application. We can directly type an URL of particular web application on the Google, and we got everything about that. Just one need is that we need connectivity for our browser. So this is one about disadvantage of web application. Another disadvantage of web application is that our data is solely stored on the database or basically on the cloud. So a lot of users can think that there is not security or proper security on the web applications, and it is true because data can be accessed by anyone by anywhere. So this is all about basics of web applications. Thank you so much.